Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. I will get back to the individual zodiac sign reads as they come up. Hopefully this afternoon I'll have some time. I have a pretty busy day today, but I just wanted to get a collective message out there for the rest of y'all and just kind of see what's going on. I feel like in this energy, someone is trying to get things in order because there has been a major energy shift, or the energy is shifting into, I want to say, into something more productive. I'm not sure if this is pertaining to a project or something you want to be doing, or if it's just, weeding through, how do I want to say it? Weeding through what's important and what isn't for you, just in life, not with information. Focusing on prioritizing. There we go. You're making certain things and maybe even certain people more of a priority than you were before. A lot of you could be prioritizing yourself over anyone else because you know it's significant right now. Like, your wants and needs are important too, and they really are. But this feels like I put something on the back burner for a little bit, or even if it wasn't fully on the back burner, you weren't fully focused on it because you were doing this, doing that, helping this person, I don't want to say just living life, but you were doing more for others than for yourself in recent months. I don't feel the Forgotten card. All right, so let's see. What's the main energy for the collective, please? So you're coming back to center and focusing more on what you feel you want to focus on or need to focus on. Willow Vine. Some of you could be focused more on family, or you were, and now it's like, yeah, I'll still sorry, that freaked me out for a minute. I thought Lillian fell. Just the way she was crying, but no, that wasn't that. She probably wants another bottle. Well, I'm talking about family. There's family, but anyways. All right, that threw me off. Some of you could have been, directing your focus more on family matters, a family situation, just taking care of business, basically, and kind of letting the things that you have been working on go to the wayside, or not even to the wayside, setting it aside. Because what it's making me think of is, all right, I should go do this. I want to go do this, even if it's just read a damn book. You know what I mean? Knowledge is power. I always say that. And it's like, I gotta put my book down because I gotta do this because you need me, or this is more important right now. And maybe it was more important at the time, but right now, coming into this energy and moving forward, it's not going to be as important as it once was, or you're going to reprioritize. Is what it feels like here. She is pissed. Anyways, as I'm talking about this, she's talking about me. Well, there are no coincidences in life, I'm just gonna say. And yeah, sometimes my own energy shows up in these readings as well, because I know she wants me to watch Lillian right now, but I have her all afternoon because I'm babysitting this afternoon, so this is my free time. I'm prioritizing this right now because she's fully capable. So anyways, moving on from that was just kind of ironic that I heard her say that. It's like, I'm gonna go do this unless mom is doing something, probably doing a reading. This mom is busy. Well, mom is. So anyways, moving on. I don't know, I just feel like things are changing, and it's not a bad change. Some people in the situation might not like these changes fully, but it feels positive. It feels like it's good for whoever is making these changes, basically. Guidance, but where will it lead you? I just heard there was improper guidance here. I'm not really sure what that's pertaining to, if somebody gave you bad advice. That happens all the time, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times when we give advice, it's from our own perspective. It's not from the other person's perspective or what's in their best interest, because a lot of times it's biased. Not always, but that can happen, especially with like friends and family or people who they want things a certain way, you know what I mean? Like if they don't want things to change, they will guide you in the way that they think is better or that will best suit them. Like I said, that's not always the case with advice and stuff, but it happens a lot. Um, yeah, there was some improper guidance here. Let's see what that was about. What is this improper guidance pertaining to? Well, someone might be facing the consequences of a bad choice. I don't feel like it's you, the viewer, though. There could be some regret in here for a choice that somebody made in the past, no matter what this choice is. It feels like it would have really affected their life, or it is now. And it's like it's affecting them more than they anticipated, than they thought. Like, I didn't think this would be this hard kind of shit, you know what I mean? Or, oh man, I made a bad choice and I can't backtrack because this choice is forever kind of thing. They're facing the consequences of that. Like I said, I don't feel like that's you, the viewer. Somebody around you. Maybe they're going to come to you seeking future advice because they feel like they made some type of mistake. I don't feel like they made a mistake pertaining to you, though. You just could be that close friend or family member or something to this person. Like they would trust your word, your guidance, your input. Maybe they didn't listen to you once upon a time and listened to somebody else, and that someone else, it sounded better at the time, but it was the wrong choice kind of thing. That's what I'm feeling with someone. Because I almost feel like I should have listened to you. Why did I listen to so-and-so or everyone else? Yeah, so somebody was guided in the wrong direction just because it seemed better at the time. I just heard it's that saying, don't make permanent changes based off from a temporary situation. So it's like a permanent decision, a permanent choice based off a temporary situation. That happens a lot because we don't always look at certain things and situations as being temporary. Because there's like a permanent fix here to something that was fleeting. Stagnant. Something isn't moving forward for somebody right now. I don't feel like that's you, though. Psychopath. Oh, that's nice. Abusive, cunning, unpredictable. Somebody listened to someone who did not have their best interests at heart, basically. And I just want to say, psychopaths and narcissists and stuff, they can be very manipulative and very cunning. Like, they can be very believable at times. They can sway people this way or that, whatever way they want them to go. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not always for their best interest, but they can kind of make it seem like it is. Like, oh, this is the best thing ever for you. But they know damn well it isn't because they don't want it for you. I don't know. There's someone who, whether they're a psychopath or not, it's that energy of someone who is conniving, like doing something for themselves, for their own selfish gain, their own selfish reasons. Somebody was misguided here because of a problematic person. They listened to the wrong person. That's really what I want to say. And it could pertain to cutting ties with you or cutting ties with someone significant to them, maybe even a family member or with certain family members. I mean, people in that energy do tend to isolate their victims so that nobody else can properly guide the victim. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. So I don't know if this is something that happened to you in the past. I feel like it's happened to somebody around you. Like they wish they would have listened to you and cut ties with with a problem. Instead, they cut ties with you, or with people that were significant to them that they shouldn't have. They basically created a, oh my gosh, this is what I just said. A forever decision, basically, out of something temporary. Because I don't feel like this person is very significant to whoever listened to them once upon a time. It's like they're gone too. Somebody was convincing another person to cut ties with you or people that were significant to them. Let's get one of these. Actually, before I do this, we'll do that. Yeah. Ancestry, legacy, tradition. Somebody cut ties with family. It could just be one family member, but I almost feel like, I don't know if somebody pinned someone's family against them and kind of like black sheeped them out, shunned them out, or if it's like letting go of certain significant people is what I'm gonna say. Because family doesn't always have to be blood, you know what I mean? It's like when somebody comes in to your life and pushes out your best friend that, you know, you've been besties forever, and all of a sudden they're not in your world anymore because of someone. It's not that that person like physically did anything. It's all manipulation. Somebody was manipulated into leaving someone's life, into cutting ties with them. Serpent. Rebirth, unconditionality, non-conformity. It just gives me the whole, you don't have to listen to them. Like, you can be your own person. You need to take a stand here and put your foot down with this person, that person, with so-and-so. And I don't know, someone's giving really shitty advice, because whoever they're saying to take a stand with or put their foot down with, it's not beneficial, because there's really nothing going on there. Like, it's not a problem. It's just appearing as one because of someone's perspective, and maybe they're not getting what they want. You don't always get what you want, but you get what you need. And you know what's reminding me of is like when you have a defiant child, a teenager especially, where it's like the parent who's not abusive or whatever, you know, a good parent is giving good advice and is like, you know, okay, listen, you're under my roof, these are my rules, I'm teaching you this, that, and the other, and they don't like it, they don't want to fucking hear it, and they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or someone on the outside going, you don't need to listen to your mother or your father, like, who are they to tell you what to fucking do? Well, they brought you into this world, they're taking care of you, because I'm talking about a good parent. You know, they're paying all your bills, keeping a roof over your head, and giving you everything you fucking want. So I do feel like you need to listen. It's like, if somebody has your best interest at heart, even if you want to hear it, that's probably the best advice to go with, because, you know, it's coming from someone who's very caring. And then in that young mind, with that teenager, they're looking at this boyfriend or girlfriend as being the love of their life. And it's like, oh, well, you wouldn't hurt me. Like, I love you so much. So it's, you wouldn't tell me anything like this unless it was true. People do that all the time. They lie all the time, you know what I mean? And it's something like that, even if it's not like a parent-child type thing. It's where someone is listening to the wrong person. I keep wanting to say that. It's the whole energy of, you do whatever you want. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. But this person's telling this person what to do because they're telling them to do that. But whoever this is isn't looking at it that way, or they didn't. Like, oh, I don't know, there's a reflection period coming up. And I kind of feel like the reason why this person's even going to reflect on this and have this, like, aha moment is because shit is changing. Whoever was once there for them isn't going to be as supportive or as invested as they once were. And that's where the realization is going to come in. It's like, for example, when you do everything for someone, like you take care of damn near everything, we'll say, and then all of a sudden you're not there, or you stop doing certain things, no matter what they are, and then they finally notice, like, oh, it wasn't a magic fairy doing all this shit. It was you. Shit, I should have treated you better. That kind of thing. I actually tested my family with this years ago because I was getting so fed up. I'm like, you guys are teenagers, and there's an adult in the house, so it's like not like dealing with little kids. Which if the twins come over and trash the place, I don't care. So toys everywhere, whatever. They're only gonna be little once. So that shit don't bother me like it used to, because I used to be wicked OCD. But anyways, I cook, I clean, constantly doing the damn dishes. I like, and when I clean, I like to sanitize the counters. I like a tidy house. I just do laundry, all of it. And it would really piss me off that people would be watching me clean up. I would literally get the whole kitchen, house, whatever picked up, and they would come in right behind me, like right after doing the dishes, and put a pile of dishes in the sink and walk away. And it would piss me off. I'd be like, what the hell? Because I would either have to get into a pissing contest with them, and then, oh, fine, I'll do it kind of shit, or just do it. And I'm like, you know what? This is the last straw. I'm going to show you guys what I do around here. You don't think I do anything? You just want to take advantage of it? Fine. I stopped. It did drive me nuts. I'm just going to say, it really did. I'm like, I'm watching shit pile up and get dirty. I left the house a lot because I was like, I can't look at this. Because I was gonna end up caving in. And you know what? A really cool turn of events happened. My son had said something to me and he apologized. He's like, yeah, Mom, you do a lot. And you know why? Because it all fell on him. Because he cares. He thinks like I do. He likes to clean house too. And it all fell on him. And he's like, oh, this is hard. Taking care of a house is hard. I'm like, yes, it is. It would be a lot easier if we all chipped in and took care of our own shit, and it wouldn't be so bad, So that's kind of how I taught a lesson in there. But it's something like, that's the realization, that's the example I'm talking about, is when you make a change, no matter what the change is, the drastic change, you go, okay, well, you don't think I do anything, you don't think I understand this, or I know what I'm talking about, or whatever, that I'm not there for you, okay, then you stop doing whatever you were doing. And that person's going to miss it and go, okay, yeah, you really were there for me. You really did know what you were talking about. Someone's doing that. Sometimes your absence is a wake-up call. Silence can scream louder than words. Because this doesn't feel like argumentative energy, like you're fighting with anyone or anything like that. It's just like, okay, this time for change, because this is not, it's not fair, it's not balanced, So you're rebalancing the scales, is what it seems like. Gorgon. Medusa. Don't piss her ass off, just saying. The monster they feared, now I've become. What are the fucking odds of that, of this card coming out? When I was just talking about that, making those changes, like, because with codependent people, they usually fear that lack of security, that person will go away or the situation will change, because it's complacency. They're comfortable with whatever's going on, no matter who they are. And that could pertain to relationships as well, not just like family and friends and whatever. But it's like what they feared, they've manifested, because with the lack of effort and equality, you've become what they feared. You're going to take a step back and make certain changes that they're not ready for, that they don't want. But they brought it upon themselves. That's so funny. I'm going to read it again. The monster they feared, now I've become, still seeking for revenge for my cold heart of stone. I don't feel the revenge part in here. Some of you could be that way, but this feels more, it's the top line that's the most significant. Somebody brought their own fears to life because of a piss poor choice or choices. And a lack of equality. Like I said, a lack of respect. This is kind of user energy, no matter who it is. Friends can do this to us too, family, whatever, anyone. Where they just take advantage of your kindness, of who you are, of what you have to offer, and don't really give much in return. It's almost like giving someone a 3-course meal and all they give you is peanuts. And it's like, oh, this isn't comparable. So something wasn't balanced, and I feel like it's gonna kind of work. The kinks are gonna work themselves out in a way that this person isn't gonna be very happy about. But you get what you give. You really do. And whoever this is probably doesn't even believe in that concept because they haven't been giving shit and they've been getting a lot. But that's temporary. You know what I mean? People always reach their breaking point or come to a realization that, okay, this is not what I want to do forever because it's not fair. I don't know. I just feel that energy of I matter, I'm important, and I'm recognizing this, so I'm making blah, blah, blah choices for myself, that kind of thing. This is going to upset whoever this person is or these people, because there could be more than one person doing this to you, but that's what they get. You're just going to be point blank and to the point. You're going to be very honest here. You could be dealing with an air sign, or you are one. Yeah, I don't feel like you're going to be fighting or argumentative or anything like that. You have a leg to stand on is what I just heard with that. I'm throwing everything. I don't even, maybe someone's going to throw shit. Who knows? But I don't feel like that would be your energy. This feels like handling a situation with tact and kind of de-escalating a problem. Because what it's making me think of is when someone doesn't want to face reality, when they don't want to face the truth of the matter of their own decisions and their own actions. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, fuck you. Where they turn it all around. You could be dealing with someone like that. But I feel like there's so many facts that you have to back up what you're saying to this person. Like, you know, I do this, I do that, or this is what happened and you know it. And they do know it, whether they deny it or not. But I feel like whoever's in this energy is having a conversation with someone or multiple people explaining why you're making whatever choice you're making, why you're doing what you're doing, and you're not yelling, you're not getting upset or like attacking this person, but this person's going to feel attacked because they know they're in the wrong. So I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm approaching someone and be like, all right, listen, this is how it's going to be, because this feels very stern and firm, but not angry, mad, or anything like that. But this person's going to look at it that way, and it's just like, listen, this is how it is. And they're just going to be like, what? You know? And you get mad. It's okay. I don't feel like you're going to match their energy, but you are going to get them thinking with whatever you say, even if it seems like in the moment they're not listening. Because if somebody gets really reactive like that and butthurt, it can seem like you're not getting through to them. But you are. You're just hitting a weak point and they don't like it. Because I just heard, this isn't fair. Well, I don't feel like it's the King of Swords saying it like that. The King of Swords energy, this is like masculine energy when you man up. Male, female, doesn't matter. Where you take a stand. And it's like, you know, this isn't fair. Life isn't fair. I've had to deal with blah, 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 whatever. That wasn't fair. Guess what? I'm fixing that. So if you don't find it fair, fix it. Be smart with your words, which I feel like most of you would be. Because the only time we really screw up when talking to people is when we're heated, you know, when we're upset, worried, scared, angry, because we can't really think properly when we've got all that shit going on, you know what I mean? Someone might go, where the hell does this come from? It's coming out of left field, but it hasn't. It's been a long time coming. It just seems sudden to them because they just thought life would be whatever way it is forever. That you'd always put up with their shit, basically. Seven of Pentacles. It's been a long time coming. That's what I just said. Because he looks kind of sullen, you know, looking at everything, to me, at least right now. Like, look at everything that I've done. I've watched this grow. I did that. I made this. It's like reminiscing, but kind of going like, for what? I feel like my efforts have gone unnoticed, because it wasn't all for nothing. It's like there's a foundation being built here, and it does feel faulty, but not fully. I don't know how to explain it. The things that you have done and said for this person or people have built a solid foundation for a house that will never be built. So you've given certain people the tools they need to build their own foundation. It's like realizing, this is how I want to say it for some reason, because it's helpful energy, where you're the teacher. Someone's learning how to build foundations, like a house foundations, pour concrete, whatever. And you're the person teaching them. And it's with a bunch of different things. But anyways, you're teaching this person, and they're not looking at it that way. Like, that you're helping them, that you're showing them the way, basically, that you're telling them the right way to do things. Because it's like, oh, it's concrete, I'll just fucking pour it, or I'll just slap stones down, it'll be fine. Well, no, there's a right way to build foundations and a wrong way, that's for damn sure. But I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it literally, but I do know that there's a right and a wrong way. And you were trying to show this person the right way, and they weren't fully paying attention. They might have absorbed a little bit, because they thought that you were just building the foundation, and then you'd slap up the walls and the whole place would be wonderful because you can do it all. You know how to do this, so you can do it because you know what you're doing. It all falls on you. No, no, no. So now the foundation's done. You're looking at it like, yeah, I built this by myself, but you want to know why I built it? To show you, to teach you, so that you can build your own. Because I'm not building a house here. That's what this feels like. It's like you're looking over what you've done and going, I did good work. I think I set a solid foundation for so-and-so, for this situation. It's like my work is no longer needed here. That's what this feels like. Now it's time for you to figure it out, and hopefully you learned. Hopefully you paid attention. We have the 10 of Cups with the 9 of Cups. Someone's going to look at you as though you're selfish, especially if you start taking time for yourself and making them figure shit out on their own. If you stop taking their phone calls, you know what I mean? Like, if you back away so that you can focus on yourself and your own happiness, someone's going to look at you as though you're being selfish. Like, all you care about is yourself. Really? I never would have built this foundation if that was the case. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't have invested in this situation, this person, this group, no matter who it is or they are. You wouldn't have invested your time, energy, efforts, anything. You wouldn't have given up your freedoms. So your free time, your spare time, if this situation didn't matter to you. But because you make a choice to let them do their own thing and to basically do your own thing, because that's kind of what it is. You're not telling this person to go do anything. You're just making them do it but your absence is making them do it, or it will when you make that choice, and they're going to call you selfish, like, oh, you only care about yourself and your own happiness, and fuck you. Well, it's like, it's all about perspective. And you're not selfish. Queen of Wands, you're taking charge is what you're doing. And I feel like you're going to do it very suddenly. That might be why someone or some people in this situation get butthurt, is because it's not a gradual shift. It's a sudden shift, but it has been gradual. It's just, when you make tiny changes, not everyone notices until the big bang happens. You know what I mean? whatever house you built, you're burning down. It's just going to be nothing but a foundation. You're burning shit down, right down to the foundation. It's like, this is start over energy. That's what it feels like. And when I say foundation, I'm talking about relationships and stuff. I mean, it could be a home situation, but like, you have to build a foundation between you and friends and family and lovers and whatever's. So it's like, whatever was being built, you did it. So it's like, I'm torching this bitch because this wasn't a team effort. And if you're going to still be in here, this is just my house. And you're in it, or these people are in it. Nope, nope, nope. So we're going to torch it. You're homeless now. Build your own fucking house. That kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. Oh, it does. You're just moving forward. And it's going to upset someone. But that's what happens in life. You got to treat people right. You got to treat them with respect and equality. Otherwise, the monster they fear, you'll become. They'll bring their fears into their reality. I want one more on this guidance, but where will it lead you? I just heard, don't be a follower, be a leader. Take the lead in this situation. Don't follow suit. Take a stand in your own life. So, like, let's say you walk away from a group of people, no matter who they are, and you're like, all right, I know I used to do all this stuff, like I said, with the dishes and shit. That was just a minor example. And now you're not. Everyone's going to be left going, what happened here? Where'd you go? Who's telling you to do this? Like, you're being misguided. You need to come back. But I kind of feel like you're that beacon of light for whoever these people are. And they're kind of lost without whatever you do. They're lost without whatever you bring to the table. So you are way more significant in this situation to these people than you even realize. And you taking the lead is going to show them. But I kind of feel like with everyone being left behind going, what? There's someone in that situation, probably the advice is for all of them, but there's someone in that situation where the advice is, it's time to take a stand. It's time to lead. It's time to become the leader. It's like, I've given you all the tools that you need to be a leader, to take charge. Utilize them. Now it's time to use them. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. And I will try to come back later. Like I said, I got a lot going on. Today, the twins have their eval, so hopefully we can get a diagnosis and everything with what's going on with them, with like autism or anything else, and just see what help we can get them. And I told my sister I'd go with her and help her because, double trouble with the two of them running around. And yeah, and then I'm babysitting Miss Lele this afternoon. So if I have a little gap in between, I will try to get to one of the individual zodiac sign reads, at least one, maybe two, depending on when I get home. But if not, it will be tomorrow. But anyways, I love you guys. And for some reason, I just wanted to say, stay safe. I don't know why. Because I don't feel any, like, energy like that in here. So maybe somebody just needs to hear that. Peace.